First of all, I could not be more clear. No one is authorized by God to live in this world in rebellion, to live on this planet or in a human body, okay, while cheating me on my right to lead. And after I die, there'll be no way to be right with God. I couldn't be clear enough of that. Let's overkill this with some if-then statements. They've already overkilled it to a large degree just by changing my voice and my image. That's how much these people don't respect God, themselves, their nations, their races, their cultures, their offspring, their ancestors. Okay, no one who respects their ancestors or their kids would dare lift a finger against God's son. If you need that explained to you, you're an idiot. If you need to have it explained why I'm God's son, and you don't already know on some level, it convinces you that I'm right. You're an idiot. I don't know what else to tell you. It's 2022. There's no excuse for that kind of racism and stupidity. Point number one, if one is conforming to an allowed culture, then, unless they are being tortured in prison, etc., one is a Satanist by definition, as Satan, in the Paul's letters, is said to be the god of this world. Incidentally, blinds people to the image of the true God, of everything, which is the all good, all-knowing, all-powerful, one true God. Okay. He has no name. Yah doesn't cover it. Imagine being called, the one true God being called Yah. It's Y-A. They're trying to make fun of him. Y-Ha. It's Y-Ha scrambled. You get it? These people don't respect God. They even made his name an anagram for dog. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. Okay? The West obviously doesn't have a speck of respect for God. Anagrams are too pervasive in their language. Prepare, pre-rape, compare, come rape, together, to get her. We can go on and on and on. Okay? There's no excuse for the contempt they have for God while they have over 380,000 churches in America alone. I can't respect any group of people that takes that path. It's disgusting. It's despicable. I can't respect anyone who doesn't obey God through me, except for my parents. So I'm the fruit of their womb, and you know them by their fruit. Point number two. If Greco-Romans and Europeans persecuted Christians, okay, if Greco-Romans and Europeans presented the Bible over and over after hundreds of years of killing Christians and other colonial horrors unfolding, then it is Satan's book. You know them by their fruit. Again, I tell you, if Greco-Romans and Europeans present the Bible over and over after hundreds of years of killing Christians and other colonial horrors, then it is Satan's book. How is it being used? Did I write the book? No. Do we have any proof that a single decent man wrote the book? The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the rapes. The proof is in the murders. The proof is in, you don't yoke yourself to sinners, but these guys crossed the world on a boat with them to smooth things over while they're raping and killing and robbing everybody, and it continues to this day. Utterly disgraced. There isn't a single church that's established, that has a building, that isn't utterly, utterly, utterly disgraced. Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm the Son of God, I promise you. Shame on you. Shame on you for not rallying immediately to me. Shame on you for convincing attractive women to shun me when God is love. Shame on you for being slack in your work, which is brother to one who destroys. For not gathering with me, which is scattering. Shame on you for having a white supremacist log up your ass to the point where you don't think straight. Point number three. If God is a warrior, and obviously I agree, then Satan is a beta or a fake warrior, like the military, police, allowed quote-unquote martial artists, my goodness, okay? And bodybuilders and other sordid fools who don't know that to be a warrior you have to obey God through me. Everything else is some kind of sissy with a complex and rebellion, even if you don't know who I am. Think about it. If somebody's playing dollies because they don't know to be a man and a warrior, you have to obey God through me. And, does that mean they're not playing dollies like a bitch? Like I have to explain this. Point number four. If Jesus was crucified on the cross, then Satan agrees by presenting the Bible that flesh-based might does not matter. What I mean by flesh-based might is might with no heroic moral precision. So in his own book, the protagonist of the book triumphed through principle, while a bunch of sissy-ass cowards teamed up on him, like racist whites in the history of America, teaming up on black heroes trying to make a change. And the cowards have the nerve to insist on their despicable orders for society. Utterly disgraced. Shame on you, people. Shame on you. Point number 5. If, and obviously I am the son of a moral Igbo royal son, and I am the only one with a martial art challenge, then I am by default the top martial artist ever, and the last valid martial art is ever, as other races and groups have dishonored themselves by cheating me out of my right to lead, out of greed, fear, and pride. As groups, they are disqualified forever. Kuro Obi, again going back to anagrams and wordplay. These people love their magic spells and wordplay, sages and mages, their magic wands, abbots and what have you. Kuro Obi, black belt. Kuro, pharaoh, reproductive cycle. Black belt, obscure. Obi's cure. Obey. Oh, the word obey is why Igbo. Why Obi? Scramble. An anagram again. An anagram can also be 2 words when I looked it up last. Okay. Now, just like in the word ya, it says Y-A, and the H is an ancient symbol for the fence. Y-A and Y-ha. They're ha-ha-ha, like frat guys. Think about frat guys. Think about witches cackling. Think about racists, rednecks laughing while they're raping and killing people. This is their religion. This is what is hidden in their religion, the occult. This is their religion. Observe, Obi, serve. To serve God means serving me. Not the rape cult neo-colonialists. It's like I have to explain. Do I really have to explain? It's ridiculous that you people go through life breeding with these people in complete rebellion. Let them do eugenics and social engineering, social Darwinism, scientific racism. You propound their despicable lives, their despicable cultures and religions, their pathetic martial arts systems and warrior systems, quote-unquote warrior systems. You join their militaries and police forces and intelligence agencies. You support your troops while turning your back on the most righteous person that ever lived, who has to say it himself, because in a country of over 330 million people, not a single person is man enough to obey God through me. And my parents are blameless. Does not the evidence make it clear? Does not it make it clear that I'm right? If principle is important, and obviously it is, then is not everyone who's turned their back on the gate of moral precision a punk-ass fucking bitch? That's not even my next point. Point 7. If I am faster than Bruce Lee, and I've proven I have, sabotage, mind you, and his fans are not scrambling to give me my rightful place, then I am obviously better with a higher cause, and they are disgraced. If someone is truly my fan, you obey God through me. If you're truly my fan, you do not accept living in this world after I'm gone, unless you've obeyed God through me and I've given you permission. My fans would not cheat God's son, which happens to be me, out of his right to lead. They would not put their pathetic Babylonian lives, Neo-Babylonian, Neo-Roman lives, over God's cause in the most righteous man ever. Point number 8. If Bruce Lee was famous when he was, then he obviously couldn't be the top martial artist. Think about the time period. I'm being cheated. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the black man, all these people getting killed. So why is someone doing martial arts showing up the white man who happens to be a crypto Jew allowed to be as famous as he is in Hollywood? And then his son. Now these people love rituals. Rituals have to do with sequences of events, symbols, processes. Okay? The Crow. I've heard that name somewhere before. Jim Crow. These people love their Masonic wordplay bitch. They love wordplay. They're occultists. They're cut-ups. Chaos magic. They're bitch-ass motherfuckers. The Crow, Jim Crow, and black faces painting your face are connected. These days you see countless people with white faces. Painting their face white. Mimicking vampires and occultists of witches and what have you. Okay? These people are occult, hang the black hero, sleep with the devil type of bitch. If you're a whore that helps an occultist screen out black people, and you come together, and you have kids, is that the next fucking Christ? Come on, this is not brain surgery here. This is not being the top martial artist here. I am. My dad's a brain surgeon. But you people, my goodness, leveraging your privilege against God's son, really? That's what you've learned? As groups in 2022, when you put your heads together, I suppose 2 heads aren't better than one after all. I guess the pen is not mightier than the sword after all. You weirdos, you bookworms, you assorted cowards. Point number 9. If the governing class are LGBT and pedo and rich greedy and psychopath hero shunning oppressors and their allies, then one can't be a man and obey them. One can't be a man and obey them. That's just a bitch-ass pushover. You're obeying pedophiles and their allies and turning your back on the most righteous man ever, the most manly man ever, where they're fuming me and poisoning me and zapping my brain. When if enough people had gotten together, I bet you they wouldn't be doing this. But you've put your pedophile servant lives above God's cause. If someone was to say that there's even a speck, a skin cell of man in you, they would be lying to the extreme, and their punishment in the afterlife would increase. Point number 10. If Bruce Lee could get attractive women, then they have no excuse for shunning me. I'll go ahead and add point number 11, but I have another 11 points, so we'll just put this there. We're going to have 2 points on that. Point number 11. If you oversimplify my arguments and play stupid about what I'm saying and who I am, then you are a stupid, fucking, cowardly, sniveling, namby-pamby, pushover, shallow, insensitive, pitiful, knavish, indecorous villain who is beneath Gargamel sucking a kid's dick. Thank you.